Hi, my name's John. I'm the rations manager at Nols Rocky Mountain. Today I'm going to show you how to pack a backpack. So there's a lot of different ways and a lot of different theories on how to pack a bag. I'm going to show you my preferred method and the way that Nols in general kind of teaches. So we follow an acronym, A, B, C, D, E. A is accessible, so you want things that you're going to use throughout the day near the top of your bag, things you're going to use at camp down at the bottom. B is balance. You want heavier stuff closer to your spine and kind of in the middle of the bag. And that's just going to help keep the bag from tipping over too much and being off center. C is compression. So you want everything pretty tight together in a nice, neat looking package. D is dry. In this bag, I have this plastic trash bag. Pretty much all of my stuff is going to go inside this bag. And it's just going to help keep it dry if it starts raining, if it starts snowing. It's just going to be a nice, thick, waterproof layer. And finally, E is everything or almost everything is going to go inside the body of my backpack. So the first thing I'll do is I've got my sleeping bag here, and I'm going to go ahead and put it into this compression sack. These sleeping bags take up a lot of space. They're just really have a lot of volume, and so we want to put them into these bags and try and take out as much of the air as we can. So now that my sleeping bag is all compressed into this bag, I'm going to go ahead and put it into the very bottom of my backpack because I'm not going to need it till we're at camp at night later in the day. Next thing I'm going to do is I've got this bottle of white gas for my stove. I'm going to put this inside my backpack, but outside of the trash bag liner. That's going to get slid right in there, right next to the sleeping bag. And I want to keep it outside of that trash can liner, just in case it leaks or any of the white gas vapors get out. I want to keep it away from my food, keep it away from my clothes. And so it just provides a little bit more protection there. The next thing I'm going to do is, now that I have this base layer going with my sleeping bag, I'm going to start putting in some of the heavier, denser items, and I want to keep those right next to my back. So I've got this pot here that I'm going to cook my food in. These take up a lot of space and are kind of just empty voids unless you fill them. So I've got my stove, I've got a few bags of food, and these are just going to go inside that pot and try and fill up any of that empty space in there. So I've got it all together, put the lid on. It's a nice tight little package. And it's going to go in, and I'm going to slide it in and put it right next to the back of my bag. So now that we've got a couple layers, we've got our sleeping bag, we've got our heavier food on top of it, we want to start filling in some of that space around that pot. In our hiking group today, I'm going to be carrying our tent, but the people I'm hiking with will be carrying the tent pole and the tent stakes. So all I need to worry about is this tent body. So now I've got a few more bags of food, I've got some layers. I'm going to take a few of these things and really just pack it in, filling up any dead space. An important piece to remember here is that accessibility. So we want to put things that we're going to need later in the day towards the bottom, and some of those layers that we want while we're hiking towards the top. So I've got this long sleeve base layer. I'm not going to be hiking in this. I'm not going to need it throughout the day. So I'm going to go ahead and shove this in and kind of bury it. A couple layers I do want to have accessible are going to be my lightweight puffy jacket and my rain jacket, as well as just a lightweight pair of gloves. And I want to have those close to the top of my bag in case it starts raining, in case it gets a little bit colder. I can easily pull those out, and I don't have to pull out everything out to find them. Lastly, going in my bag, I've got a water bottle. I can either put that in the top of my bag on top of everything, or if your pack has them, you can put it into the little water bottle holders on the side. I like to make sure that I don't lose my water bottle, so I'm gonna put it in the top of my bag. That way I can never lose it. So now the main body of my bag is full. I'm gonna go ahead and compress everything down, tighten everything up, and just make it a nice compressed bag. Next thing I'm gonna do is I've got a handful of things that I want really easy access to throughout the day. So I've got some sunscreen, some snacks, just some stuff I really want to have quick access to. And I'm going to put those things here in the top pouch, a place that some people will often refer to as the brain of the bag. So in there, I've got my maps for the day, a little toiletry bag with some lighters, a headlamp, water purification, a hat or a visor, sunglasses, and the snacks that I want to be eating that day. The only thing we're going to have on the outside of our backpack is going to be the sleeping pad. These just take up a lot of space, and it's hard to fit them inside the backpack. So that's my fully packed pack. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and tighten down any of the compression straps and try and take out any of the dead air. That's my finished pack for the day. I've got all of my ABCDEs done. I have things that are easily accessible. It's well balanced with the heavier stuff in the middle and towards the back. Everything is going to be nicely compressed or compact. I've got all of my important things within inside that plastic bag to keep them dry. And almost everything is within inside the main body of the bag. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the trails.